Yo, Jonathan here, and today I'll be doing, or rather attempting to do something I have not done in over 2 years or over 700 days, which is an absurd sentence to say out loud. But if you caught the most recent health update video, there's still a ton of day-to-day issues that I'm going through. So something as simple as trying to make this video has been a challenge. Definitely check that video out, linked up here and down below if you want to catch up on the current state of things. But one of the bigger things that I deal with on top of the eyes and brain stuff that I talked about is a lot of nerve problems and nerve pain that specifically lives in the face and back of head / neck area. So the occipital kind of part of my head, I would equate to it feeling like someone sticks a screwdriver in the back of your skull. And the pain's one thing, but I think the bigger problem or the bigger struggle that kind of gives me a challenge every day is the lightheaded and dizziness that comes along with it. Inside this box are the OpenFit 2 from Shokz, which are brand new and debuted this week at CES. So huge thank you to Shokz for partnering with me and allowing me to showcase and debut these alongside with you. And the whole reason I'm outside here doing this is alongside the box, they also presented a challenge to get outside and do something that I hadn't done before, or in my case, something that I haven't done in a really long time. So as I open this up, the thing I haven't been able to do over the last couple years is run. So my challenge to myself was just to simply see if, hey, could you run a mile straight through consistently without stopping? And I know that sounds a bit silly, but you know, walking is something that I still have to push myself to do just because of the state of, again, lightheadedness, dizziness. And I know conditioning is one thing, but it's almost similar to that feeling where you get up really quick and you almost see stars. That's there pretty much 24/7 throughout the day. You wake up with it, you go to sleep with it. So I'm at this point where I'm trying to push and just see if I can break past this point, because it's definitely been frustrating to say the least. So within this gift pack, there is a Shokz OpenFit 2 case cover, which looks clean, a fanny pack, because everybody needs a fanny pack, and of course the OpenFit 2 in beige, which I'm super excited to check out. These also do come in black, so if you want to join me and get out and move, I have the second pair that'll be given away. Just drop a comment letting me know how you'll be using these, how you'll get out there. And it's not required, but if you're feeling like being awesome, make sure to drop a like as well. So here's a quick look at the case cover, which not only gives you an added layer of protection, but it also gives you a lanyard option too if you want to clip this onto something. Fanny pack time is up next. Shout out to The Rock, Dwayne. You know, if you want to borrow this, let me know. That's actually clean. Usually, sometimes with these gift packs, I would say the quality isn't always up to par, but this is legitimately cool. Last but not least, the OpenFit 2. One thing that I have noticed just kind of going through everything I've gone through is with that lightheaded, kind of dizzy feeling, I've actually come to really appreciate open ear design headphones because it doesn't make you feel as trapped. And that's part of what makes these so appealing, is you're still getting great sound quality, but they're not actually going inside your ear distracting, which is going to lead to better comfort, but also you're not feeling like you're enclosed or completely closed off from the world. If you're someone who's always dealt with in-ear style headphones, then it's a little bit different to get used to, because you're like, oh, it's not going in my ear. Is that technically correct? But once you kind of throw them on, you'll quickly see how comfortable they are. And I think the other added benefit here is I have the headphones on and I'm not screaming because I can still hear myself talking. First impressions are, again, just like every other Shokz experience, they're extremely comfortable. They feel really well built. And again, I do really appreciate the fact that they're not closed off and kind of making me feel just like I'm sucked in. So I do really enjoy that. I'm gonna dive a little deeper into the sound quality in a second, but I think I just kind of want to throw myself into the pool without floaties and just see if I can do this. Yes, I'm nervous to see if I can complete it or finish it, but I think there's also that fear of how I'm gonna feel afterwards, because something as simple as walking every day is something that I do struggle with, where the slightest movement, or if I sleep wrong, that could then make the next day worse with that lightheaded and dizziness. And again, I'm at this point where I want to push myself, so it seemed fitting with the challenge from Shokz to at least make that jump. So post-run, definitely had to take more than a minute. I'm not gonna say that was more challenging than I thought it was, because honestly, it was probably as challenging, if not more, than I thought it would be. Again, trying to get through your day and through simple tasks with that lightheaded and dizziness and nerve pain, it's challenging enough. And then throwing in the running, that just amplifies things to a completely different level. So I would say probably about halfway in, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to continue the entire way without stopping or giving in to walking, but I just wanted to push through. And it's such a weird thing, just being someone before this who was kind of always into some sort of fitness or sports growing up. Just breaking things down to a simple task, again, before this, just walking every day, or in this case, what used to be at least towards the simpler side, to run a mile and have it be such a struggle or challenge like today. It's just different, man. When I went into this, I think in my head, my goal was to see if I can get it sub 10 minutes, because that seemed at least to a point where I could hold myself to know that, hey, if you do it in this pace, that's going to show that you're not stopping or walking or even speed walking for that. So to get it under 10, I think feels really good. I've definitely tried to push myself more and more to at least get something as basic as walking in, but I definitely miss the feeling you get after cardio or basketball or just being able to sweat. So this was nice to be able to do that. Getting back to the headphones and the OpenFit too, I think that's kind of a testament to, one, how comfortable they are. The fact that I'm sitting here talking, it doesn't feel like I'm wearing headphones, and that's something that I noticed as I was doing the run. They have a flexible ear hook, so on top of already just being comfortable off the bat, sitting and kind of floating on your ear, having that additional level of flex and fit just kind of takes the comfort up a notch. These are also packed with an ultra soft silicone, which looks to be their second iteration of that. And I think the lightweight combined with the ear hook and the silicone, it's just a different level of comfort. And I think when you take all of that and you combine that with their open ear technology, when I was running, at a certain point, you kind of forget that they're even on your head. I think with most traditional earbuds, just simply because they're physically in your ear, you're gonna know that they're there. But with these and the open ear tech, at a certain point during the run, combined again with how lightweight they are, it kind of just felt like the music was appearing out of nowhere. Again, in my case, with how I feel, I extra appreciate being able to maintain the situational awareness and not have that closed off feeling. So being able to get out here and move and run and hear my surroundings, whether it's someone behind me or in front of me, and not feel like I'm all tied off, being able to focus on things like posture or breathing, that's a huge deal right now. At some point during every one of my days right now, I'm doing some sort of eye and brain rehab or therapy, and I can see this being a huge part of that. Being able to listen to a video or a podcast or music and have it be there, but not completely in the way or have you closed off from other things that you need to be aware of. I could easily see wearing these for hours and hours on end with no discomfort or fatigue because of how lightweight and comfortable they are. So whether you want to get out and be more active and walk or run or exercise, or just use these in the house or office environment, they're going to excel at all of that. Now, of course, no matter how comfortable they are, no matter how good they look, no matter how long the battery lasts, if they don't sound good, none of that really matters. And I think Shokz absolutely delivers here as well. There's a couple things going on between their dual boost and open bass 2.0 technology, but all that fancy tech talk aside, what you're getting is a surprising amount of low end, and not only low end, but a really well-balanced sound, again, with something that should not sound that way. So I do want to notate that don't go into checking these out expecting like they're going to sound like in-ear headphones. They're a completely different beast. If you're someone who's used in-ear headphones, or maybe don't like the idea of headphones altogether because of that locked-in feeling, these are definitely a super nice alternative. More than anything, I just want to thank you guys for watching and supporting the channel. It really does mean a lot. Thank you to Shokz for supporting the channel, allowing me to kick off this product with you guys in a different way, and also challenge myself because, like I talked about recently in that update video, it's been tough, man. And I think just little simple everyday things that you took for granted or just seemed like they were simple, basic, and easy, to have them not be that definitely messes with your mind. So this absolutely turned into a bit of a ramble, but it was good to get out here, as odd as it feels right now, just to get out and do something and to finish it, because like I said, I did try to shoot this multiple times and wasn't able to. So to be able to push through and do it, it's something. As always, if you guys enjoyed the video, feel free to drop a like. Check these out linked below, along with my most recent videos and ways you can support the channel. Other than that, I will catch you guys later.